Welcome to Super Hoopers, inconsequential discussion of the week's NBA news. I'm your host, Matt Hill. With me, John Hill. And is that Dave Feudernick?
Who is he? Who's that? Oh, who is he?
Fresh.
Who's that man?
Fresh cut. Wow. Wow. You do look like a new man. I love it.
If you grow your hair to be disgusting enough, then you just have to do like a she's all that style transformation, and all of a sudden you're so hot.
Did your wife like bet with someone that she could take a guy and turn him around? You know, like it's like a bet. Like
My Fair Lady.
She takes you to prom and she's like, I'll clean him up. And
she was like, I have this guy. He looks like the Jewish like Kurt Cobain. I'm gonna turn him into the Jewish
hobbit. He looked like a Jewish hobbit.
Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And now
I'll take it.
Wow. What a come up. A come up.
Man.
You look like if CBD for boners was a person. That's what you look like.
Ooh. Thank you.
You're gonna put CBD for boners out of business, man.
CBD is better. Yeah, sorry. CBD
impossible.
I should get the whole name right. CBD is better. Promo code Hoopers. Get your.
I
CBD
feel fantastic. I was back on set, back baby after a year.
Back doing the work.
Back doing the deed, and they had to match my hair to October 2019, so it was bye long hair. So
nice.
I feel fantastic, just in time for the hot weather. The weather's getting nice and warm, and
summer's here.
Oh baby, summer's here. I feel good. I get that second vax soon, and then I'll call my Gumar up.
Ooh,
baby, the hair's gone. I'm fresh again.
Then the Gumar's like, I kind of loved Jewish troll Hobbit though. That's kind of why I started. That's why I'm your Gumar. I don't know what the deal is. I don't like this new guy.
Hey baby, that's why they got wigs. That's why they got wigs.
You put on the wig to look.
Man, yeah, it's nice. Was you back to acting, huh, Dave? Has it been
acting, baby, acting? Yeah,
dude, man. It's just like
I'm excited.
This whole year you were out the game. You're just making memes, going on Nick's pods.
Yeah, now I'll just be doing that 5 less days.
Well, there's a lot of time on set. I'm sure the memes and
a lot of downtime.
You are actors. For actors, everyone else is working their ass off. But for actors, you're just kind of sitting around for a lot of the day. But I miss, it's not the same on set. You don't have the craft services table, the crafty. I like to nosh throughout the day, do a little snacking. And you can't mingle with the grips and the gaffers, and I'm a man of the blue collar people on set.
I bet they prefer it.
Yeah,
they're probably like we always hate when like the actor pretends like they care.
They pretend like they care. They pretend they know your name.
You say that until you see some dweeb every 5 minutes yell at like a 300-pound grip, like, you got to put your mask back on, man. Like, that's carrying around like 200-pound fucking C-stands and shit. They're like, dude, I'm gonna fucking snap this guy in half. I don't understand some of the protocol. Is crazy because we all get tested like every other day. Everybody's getting tested constantly.
Plus the vax,
like,
I mean,
it's crazy.
Most of the people must have the vax,
Yeah, for sure. So it's a little crazy. I get tested more than I'm even on set. I get tested every other day. So sometimes I got to go to the lot. Sometimes, and I'm getting paid for getting tested too. So paid. Yeah, but whatever company the studios hire, they're what a racket. What a racket.
Love it. Love it.
Beef week.
Ooh,
2021.
Baby.
Beef week in the NBA.
We asked Matt, like, hey, what's the rundown? He's like, it's all beef today, baby.
Dude, it's beef week, man. Lots of beefs. Dude, everyone's beefing. I think
carne asada on the reg.
Dude, people, I think they just got kind of sicky of each other. Things got, testy this week in the NBA. A lot of people mad. True. Big man.
A lot of beef.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the main
it's probably
event.
the microchips in the vaccines.
Yeah,
you can Bill Gates can control that and be like extra mean this week. Like, let's go.
Yeah, he was
got that mad cow disease. Got that mad cow disease in it.
Speaking of mad cows, dude, Michael Rapaport and KD going at
My boy Mike Rapp.
Yeah, your boy used to be my boy, and homie went off the reservation big time.
Dude, so I
Ugh.
don't know if we want to read the DMs, but basically what happened was
We probably shouldn't read them.
okay.
Some of them are a little much.
Yeah, there were mostly well, so okay, anyways. I actually, because I'm a professional podcaster and I do the work, okay? I do the research. I listened
Yep.
Sure.
to Michael Rapaport's podcast about the whole affair. So
Whoa!
so-
Wow!
Wow.
yeah.
Wow!
So
You
I
should-
need-
you should
and
get
you can
you
still
should
hear it.
yeah, I
yeah.
lost some good neurons.
Wow!
You know,
you
during
should
that.
get tested afterwards.
Yeah. No, so basically what happened was him and KD are friendly. They were friendly for a bit, back and forth. They were cool.
Yeah, because motherfucker became a Nets fan like a little fucking snake.
But this is like way back. This is like way back in the Golden State era, I guess.
I see.
But then Rap tweeted something about KD's like terrible inside the NBA interview, and that prompted like a slew of DMs where KD's trying to threatening to fight Rap and telling Rap to meet him at the corner, like, hey,
Oh
and
my
then all
God.
this, all this stuff, all the stuff that people can saw.
Two rich guys fucking pretending to be tough.
Meet me on West 17th tomorrow at 10. Or better yet, what's your address? Those are some of the DMs that Katie sent. Then
Meet me by Dean and DeLuca. It's fucking
Right.
frou coffee shop on
Yeah.
West
I
17th.
believe it's the meat. I believe it's
not the hood.
I believe it's the meatpacking district in New
Yeah,
York.
it's like
So-
bougie. It's
Which I
bougie.
think is what the district he was referring to. So, anyways, they're beefing. There's Katie is hurling all sorts of insults, all sorts of homophobic and all sorts of insults at Rap via the DMs.
Mhm.
Now, Michael Rapaport also didn't put all of his DMs back. He was making fun of
Obviously.
Katie's. He was making fun of Katie's hair mostly. It sounded like he was mostly
Yeah.
making fun of Katie's, losing his hair.
Okay, because I didn't read those DMs.
Yeah, he didn't post them.
Yeah, he
just-
I
didn't want.
see.
Yeah, he doesn't want
he
people
like
to see those.
selectively posted certain DMs. Okay.
Ah.
By the way,
veteran,
like,
veteran move. Good move.
Yeah. Quick side note: this motherfucker like tries to like troll a million NBA players. Like he does it to Draymond all the time. The difference is like Draymond's like, I don't give a fuck about this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I care about
Draymond's
this
on
guy?
extremely
Yeah.
online. Yeah.
And then Michael Rapaport on his podcast said that. So this all went down in December. This went down in December after the KD interview. And Michael Rapaport on his podcast said he talked to multiple people around the league, and they're like, Katie does this to everybody. Katie jumps in people's DMs and like gets all crazy in the DMs. Okay, so who knows if that is actually true? But that's what Rap said on his podcast. Which which is on a premium service. So you have to actually pay to hear it. Most
Oh my
of the
God.
But then Rapaport has some beef with Barstool where he took Barstool to court, and then Barstool posted like videos
Wow. Support him in that battle.
the Barstool posted videos of him. They posted videos of the what's it called? Where they depose somebody. I don't know what it's called. The
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking
Deposition.
about? Deposition. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it's called. Come on, I have a PhD. Anyways, so he posted these videos, and then Katie jumped back in the DMs to make fun of him for having a lawyer. Okay. And then I thought Katie's best DM is your wife mad as fuck because you wasting that little bit of money on lawyers because you can't take a joke. So
Oh, that's rich. That's rich coming from him, man.
yeah,
right.
exactly. Can't take a joke. KD,
Bro, you're arguing with fucking 11-year-olds on IG, my guy.
I know, dude. Right. Yeah. Your skin is like he's got like the thinnest skin in the game, right? Anyways, and then Michael Rapaport decides to post all these. He just posts these DMs. Like he just like posts like 4 screenshots of these DMs. I guess because he was fed up. I don't know. He said he was just like people need to know, or like I was just tired of this dude. I wanted people to see, what this dude really was like, and so he posted all these DMs again, selectively editing kind of his insults out. Anyways, yeah, that's the story. Wow, that was like 10 minutes just to describe everything. I would love to go back to just 2014, the halcyon days of 2014, and try to describe this to somebody. Okay,
Right.
There's so many things. There's a Barstool sports thing with there's Katie is a crazy now, and he beefs with people on Twitter, and Michael Rapaport is, I guess, I don't know. I guess Michael Rapaport is the same as he was in 2014.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's the story.
I'll tell you that this back and forth presented a real dilemma for Nick's Twitter because they hate both of them so badly. But I do think people ultimately sided with KD, and people were like, because Michael Rapaport is loathed by Knicks fans.
Rapaport, yeah.
And so everybody was like, "You snake, you narc, like you can't just like post that shit like for everyone to see when those were like private messages." And people were like, "This is whack that you posted this shit online."
Yeah, Rapaport went from like mostly liked, I wouldn't say beloved, but like fine, people liked him, to like they turned on him fast. Like the fact that people are picking Kevin Durant in an internet beef over you,
bad.
Like that's bad, dude.
Really bad.
It's not a good look.
That's what I want to do here on Beef Week is we got to decide the winner. We have to decide the winner of this. So all these beefs we're going to go through, you got to pick a winner. So it sounds like you guys are picking KD over. I mean, again, we're not reading the DMs from KD, but the DMs from KD, which KD confirmed were real, were pretty bad. I mean, they were pretty like 11-year-old, like edgelord, like, insults, and also like, trying to fight a guy. I mean, I don't know. The DMs are not a good look from KD. So that's what you guys are picking, Okay.
I think it's a case where like they both lost.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think KD only won because Rapaport is on the down. Like KD's still a loser, but I think like objectively the internet streets are talking, and it seems like they're more cheering on KD than Rapaport.
Yeah. I mean, I dove into the replies for a guest to Avi. And
it's been a long time since Higher Learning and
it's been a long
Copland
time.
and Beautiful Girls. Like,
and
but
the great movies that he's on a Netflix show right now.
Yeah, Atypical, which he's supposed to be really good in. So.
Yeah. And I no
he's
longer work. I no longer work with him on the Big Three at Fox. So
so you can
I don't have to like I don't have to pretend I like him anymore.
Right. I mean, you got to go. Yeah, bad look for both, but you got to go to KD on this for me, just because you can't post DMs. Like it's just like a I don't care how bad the DMs are. You can't post the DMs. It seems to me just an unwritten rule or like a code of some kind.
Especially because like we know he didn't post like a lot of the shit that he sent to him. Yeah. It's like if you're not posting if you're posting an edited portion of the conversation just to make someone else look bad, you make yourself look worse.
I agree with that. I think the only time you can post DMs is if it's like extreme. Like if like KD really went in was like, I'm gonna fucking fight you and talk bad about your wife and stuff. You'd be like, listen, world, this dude's a lunatic. This is who he is. And that's all I'm gonna say. But if you're editing it, no,
I don't think you could justify. I mean, he didn't say anything that warranted being the DMs being posted. It's just
right. I think the wife thing, that's not cool.
Look, it's all not cool. It's all not. There was some like severely homophobic stuff in it. It's all not cool, but
there is. But I do think that part of the rules of the streets is once you involve someone's family, you're allowed to take it to the next level.
There are no rules. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Like you say whatever you want to me. You talk about my wife or my family. I'm allowed to then now take the next step. Like
that's true.
And I think that is a fair. Like make fun of me all you want. But there is a rule. If you say something about my family, I'm allowed to cut you. Like that's like, you crossed the line.
It does also feel like two lunatics, but one of them is a child and one of them is like a grumpy old man.
Yeah,
it's like it's a worse look for the grumpy old man.
Yeah. Be the bigger man. Like we all know KD has some sort of issues going on. So
exactly. Yeah.
But I dived into the replies for a little guest to Avi. If you guys want to
guest to Avi. Ooh, love it.
This is where I read Twitter replies, and Dave and John have to give me the right answer for questions I ask. So these are all replies to Michael Rapaport posting the DMs, which we cannot read because they haven't invented a CBD is better for getting canceled. They haven't invented that for us. So we can't read those. We can't read those on this podcast. Come on. All right. So response. Keep getting your kids to idolize these players. My kids will understand the difference between being a fan of someone's ability and thinking every guy playing a sport is a great guy. After reading the text, I am not sure he even cares about having fans. Okay.
Ooh.
My question, this person, this responder, reply guy, does he have his kids in his Avi with him or in the banner?
Yeah, I was gonna say, either or.
Either or none of the above are your options.
I'll say in the banner.
In the banner. Okay. John.
I'm gonna go wild. I think it's like some kind of anime.
There are no kids. There are no kids. There are no kids. Point for John. No kids.
Fraud.
kids.
Fraud.
No
What a
kids.
fraud.
No
What a
kids. He
fraud.
mentions the kids, but they're not there.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
Yeah.
Next
I thought-
question
yeah.
about this guy. Is he a sunglasses in car guy? Is it say sunglasses in car
Ooh.
guy?
John, you go first.
It does his Avi.
I mean,
is it a picture of him in his car with sunglasses on?
It just really makes sense. I gotta say yes.
I was gonna say yes as well. I'll say
All right,
yes.
all right. You're both correct. But it's just sunglasses in his car, right? No kids in sight. Is he
Kids probably with mom.
but to throw a curveball, is he wearing a fedora? That's the real question.
Oh.
Is he wearing a fedora?
Oh.
I'm gonna say no. Baseball. He's wearing a baseball cap.
Oh, baseball hat's good. I'm gonna say fedora and goatee.
Oh my God! By your reaction, I know
Dude,
John got this.
John's
spot
so
on.
good at this game.
Yes!
this man. Not only does he have a fedora,
Look at this.
on,
Look at this. Come on, guys.
Oh,
Right here.
dude.
Right here. Look,
Dude,
there's a
wow.
reason. There's a reason. There's a reason.
he got the Emmy.
There's
He
a
got the Emmy.
reason. There's a reason. Folks.
Incredible work, John.
Incredible skills.
I don't even know why we.
Dave's just literally shaking his
Unfair.
head and just like.
I've won one of these. I think.
I don't even know why we need to keep playing. It's like we need a worthy opponent for you, John. All right.
John just has the spirit of the reply guy in him. More.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I know my people. I know my people.
All right. Next response. Next reply guy. First Baba Booey and now KD is this guy's response. My question to you: is this a member of Congress or not?
Oh my God. I have to say yes.
Baba Booey and then this. I think it might be like a local state congressman.
Okay. All right. Again. John is too good. He's too good. He's Representative Steve Woodrow. I think it's a Colorado State representative. I think he's a representative to the states,
Okay.
not to the national one. But I wasn't able. I didn't do the additional research, but I think John stays with.
We'll just trust me.
Next reply guy. KD, Harden, and Kyrie. ... The Three Stooges.
Oh boy.
Laughing, crying emoji. My question to you. This man owns a boat. Is the boat in his Avi or is it in his banner image?
John, you go first.
Oh.
I know what I'm gonna say.
I think it's in the banner, and I think we're seeing the back of it.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna say it's in both the banner and the.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Great comeback for Dave.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Not
That
the
was
same
good.
pick either. Different pick for the boat.
Is the banner from the back where it shows the name? No. Okay.
I'm not sure. Looking at this boat doesn't quite look seaworthy. It's on a trailer. It's on a trailer in both pictures.
Okay, fair.
He's
but,
photoshopped himself into like a sailboat.
Different one. Okay. There was a guy who was all over these replies.
Oh God, I bet.
Big Kevin Durant fan. I just one of them. One guy replied, "KD is responsible for his own defamation. Why is he showing no class at all?" And then this guy responded, "OKC fan, understandable." Like calling this guy an OKC fan because he was.
Mhm.
But this guy's all over it. Okay. Loves Kevin Durant. Okay. He has a something about Kevin Durant is his handle, like is his name. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here are your options. Kevin Durgoat. I serve the servant.
Ooh.
Kevin Heaven. Kevin Durgoat. I serve the servant. Or Kevin Heaven is this guy's name.
I'll go with the goat.
Durgoat.
I will say I serve the servant.
John wins. Kevin goes.
I serve the servant seems like a Matt line. It's too smart.
That's true.
It's too smart. It's too smart. It's too smart.
I wrote it.
Kevin Heaven is what I used to say about Kevin Knox when I was still
Actually, I think I stole that from you, Kevin Heaven. I think I was your nickname for Kevin Knox.
I'm in Kevin's heaven.
Yeah.
Heaven.
That was before. That was before he played for the Westchester.
That was before he. Yeah, that was before he played anywhere other than summer league.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll always have that summer league.
Right.
Baby.
Oh, well,
Great
you guys
job.
will. I was at a wedding. Probably.
Great
That's right.
job.
Probably.
Yeah.
Great job, John.
Thank you.
I'm frankly shocked you didn't get the boat in both. I'm very disappointed in you. I felt like
I was very relieved when John didn't say it because I was like,
I thought it was pretty obvious it was going to be in both. But,
I just had this vision of him and a bunch of people in the back of it, and like the name something like. No,
he's not that
he
rich.
ain't that rich.
I mean,
okay, fair enough.
it was a
even
sailboat,
even Ted Williams didn't bat 1,000. I mean, come on.
No, that's right.
That's true. All right. Next beef week continues. Beef week 21.
Oh, baby,
JJ
smell it.
21.
JJ
Smell it.
Redick.
Sizzling.
JJ.
Yeah.
JJ Redick.
Beefing.
So many deplorable characters. I don't think I've liked any of these people so far, right?
Yeah, this is like a CPAC convention of shit.
Speaking of rotting meat, JJ Redick.
JJ Redick versus the Pelicans front office. Okay. So JJ Redick was like, hey, I'm really mad at the Pelicans front office. Can't trust them. Nobody's going to want to go there because according to JJ Redick, he goes to the Pelicans front office before the season, says, trade me. Trade me to the Northeast. I want to be near my family. You guys, I only signed there because of Drew Holiday. You trade Drew Holiday. Please trade me too. Now, if I were the Pelicans front office, I would say, yes, of course. We are clearly rebuilding. Why would we want you? We will trade you. We're not going to trade you where you want to go. We'll just trade you for the best package. But still, we will trade you. They did not do that. They said, come on down, take a month, see if you like it, maybe see if you change your mind. JJ Redick goes down there, does a month, says, please trade me. They say, okay, we'll work something out. We'll trade you to a contender or to the Northeast. If that doesn't work out, we'll do a buyout. Then they trade him to Dallas, okay, which is not where he wanted to go. And so he's mad. He's like, they told me they're going to trade me to the Northeast or do a buyout. And now I got to play for Dallas, which I guess is not a contender. And he's like, nobody's going to want to go there. All right. So, what do you guys make of this beef? What do you, whose side are you on?
I mean, I think JJ Redick's like kind of a turd, but I also like love that he is making David Griffin look bad. So it's tough.
It's tough. Yeah. But also like, hey, JJ, like, was Drew Holiday really the reason why you went there? And not Zion fucking Williamson?
No, it's the money,
or
too.
Like, the money. They gave it's $24 million.
Right. They gave I think he has $13 million this year.
Also,
so,
how many times like does this probably happen to like a lot of players and they don't bitch and moan about it like to the media like this in this way, you know?
I think his specific beef is they had told him they were going to trade him to the Northeast or buy him out. I think that's the specific beef. Whether I haven't seen if the Pelicans front office came out and said we never said that, or maybe they said we'll try to do that. I don't know, man. It's all again. This is like
I think I read Stan Van Gundy because they interviewed him and he was like, look, like, you know, we're a business. We tried our best, but he kind of said, from what I remember reading, he kind of said it without saying it that like Brooklyn and Philly didn't want you. Like kind of like, you know, we like they have to make an offer and I don't think they really offered anything for you. So like just because you want to go there, if the Nets are like, oh, JJ Redick's having the worst year of his career. He was injured for a while. He's old. And we'll actually go after James Harden instead, this other guy that's pretty good. And Blake and Aldridge, like, we don't really need you or that salary. Like, who wants to pay JJ Redick $13 million when he was having a terrible year all year? So I think they tried, but, like, no one really wanted him. I don't think the Sixers would have given him much except for a buyout. And, oh, I'm sorry you have to play with Luka Doncic. Like, oh, like I know the Mavs aren't like contenders, but they're like
they're still good.
Possibly
team.
like a 6 or 7 seed in the West.
Especially like when KP inevitably gets hurt again and they don't have to like play him, they'll be much better.
You'll have more space, but like it's not like they shipped you to Orlando.
Right.
Like you're a playoff team.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you went from a non-playoff team to a playoff team. Like
you've talked me into it. JJ Redick is in the wrong.
Yeah, like
he's definitely in the wrong.
I'm siding with the Pelicans front office here though, just because. I'm siding with JJ Redick.
Okay.
I think the Pelicans front office told him they were going to buy him out or ship him somewhere. That's kind of on them. Like it's kind of like you should have just said we'll do our best. And again, maybe JJ is shading it. Maybe they said something like that.
He might be embellishing a bit.
Yeah. And maybe he's just big mad. Maybe he's just big mad because he didn't get to go where he wants to go, and so he's putting on blast. But given the information I have to go on, and also how much I hate the Pelicans front office for all the things they've done, as much as it pains me, I got to side with JJ here.
Yeah, I see JJ's side. I bet he probably, I think they're both probably correct. He probably feels one way, but at the end of the day, it's like, yo, dude, like, don't tell me Drew Holiday was the reason he went down there. Come on, like, stop. Like, if you like, wait a minute, hold on. So you played with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris in Philly and had a great team, and you left to go play with Drew fucking Holiday.
I know. Also,
and that's the reason,
which is further away from your family too.
Which is further away from. I'm sure they would have signed you to a minimum deal if you cared about your family, or even if you were like, hey, how about $6 million? They would have been like, yeah, we'll take you for $6 million. Yeah, but you wanted like you wanted all that, and sorry, you ended up with like what will be probably one of the best players of all time, Luka Doncic. Like, my bad.
Yeah,
like, get out of here. Get out of here, you bum.
I gotta go take a break for 5 minutes. I'll be back in 5 minutes. You guys could talk amongst yourselves, or we could cut this out of the podcast. I don't know. I just got to go do my grandma's medication. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
You do that. We'll talk about the Patreon for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
do that.
Wait, did Matt say he has to take his grandmother's medication for himself? Like he's stealing her meds?
I think it's for 65-year-old women plus.
Sorry, I gotta go snort my grandma's garlic pills real quick. I'll be right back. It's just what I do when I'm at my grandma's.
Yeah. Hey, for folks that love the Super Hoopers, you know what? Here's a couple ways that you can help us, because Matt never likes to ask for things or talk about what we need. Number one, make sure you follow us on all social platforms.
That's right.
Follow Dave, follow Matt, follow myself, follow the Super Hoopers account. Dave does an incredible job making funny memes and tweeting at people, not only on Twitter, but Instagram. Our Instagram, Dave, you do a great job with that.
Thank you.
You can also support us by going on iTunes and giving us a 5-star review. That's really big. We're trying to get our name out there more. So
yeah, that shit goes a long way. Even if you're like, you guys suck, just give us a 5-star review anyway.
Give us the 5-star review. Because the more great reviews we have, the more likely we will show up in a, if you like this pod, you'll like this other pod. Yeah. So that's how we grow. Also, if you're not a big Twitter guy, you're not a big Instagram guy, look, Facebook matters. Like a simple grab our link from iTunes and say, hey, if any of my friends like basketball, this is my favorite basketball pod. These dudes are hilarious. They're never wrong. It's great. Facebook, trust me, there's some weirdo in your high school that that is obsessed with you, and they will click on any link you post. And if you give a good thing, give a good explanation like this, for anyone who loves basketball, these are my guys. I promise you we'll gain 2 or 3 listeners. Just do it. Who cares?
Or some like crazy aunt or uncle that's into the league, that just like lives on Facebook all day.
Yeah. And you'd be surprised. Whenever I post it on Facebook, you'd be surprised how many randos hit me up being like, oh, I listened to your pod because we're in quarantine. I have nothing else to do. So that's a big way to help. But the biggest way to help, and probably the most fun,
definitely the most fun,
our Patreon. It's popping. Our Patreon's popping right now.
Oh, yeah.
And for $4 a month, you get to not only support us because we need that money. Haircuts are not cheap. The medication that Matt is taking from his grandma for his own hair, that's not cheap as well. We got a lot of fun things we want planned once this happens. We're behind the scenes. We can't really say it yet, but there's some good stuff happening. I promise you. And the more funds we have once we get that vaccine, baby.
Oh,
once we
baby.
get that second dose, we'll be able to do that stuff. But we need your support. It's a huge help. And for $4, here's the thing: you can just give us the $4. You don't even need to join the WhatsApp group. I don't care.
That's right.
That's just,
But
just
the WhatsApp group is a lot of fun.
it's a lot of fun. And think about it this way. Imagine Twitter, except only Super Hoopers, which is the best version of Twitter.
No incels.
No incels. You post whatever you want. It's memes about us. Every night we post what we're drinking. If you have a question about life, an issue, or basketball, you hit us up. We answer it. We make fun of each other. We'll find a picture of you somewhere and we'll meme the hell out of you. We'll draw it. Look, we always put a cheesesteak in your hand.
That's right.
Anytime you mention anything, there'll be a cheesesteak in the meme. And it's a lot of fun. The Patreon is where it's at.
You're still talking about the Patreon?
Well, it's called Buying Time, Matt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought that was a lovely live read.
That was a great live read.
All right.
And from there,
Wow.
hey, here's the other thing. The guys Bob who runs CBD is Better. He's you up if you're on there. He's on there and he'll hook you up.
That's
Get
right.
yourself some free gummies, some Delta 8, some Focus, a couple boner pills. Ooh, everything you need.
Fantastic.
Speaking of which, I think
Patreon.com/SuperHoopers.
while we're at it, I'm gonna do a Delta 8 is Better gummy right now.
Oh no,
baby.
I'm doing it.
Again?
We did it
I love
it. The yellow one. I don't know what
Good man.
Pineapple.
Oh, those are tasty. I think they're pineapple.
Well, at least you're not editing
tasty.
this week.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. That might be passion fruit.
Okay.
No,
As
pineapple. Pineapple. It's pineapple.
As I've established before, the yellow and the orange are my favorites. Oh,
Yellow
baby,
and orange,
they are
so good.
They are. I've had a lot of gummies, and they are by far. I'm not just saying this. They are by far the tastiest.
Yes. I think they're better than most candies.
Yeah.
So if you have young kids, this is perfect for you. 'Cause you're just- Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Maybe don't say that. But,
Okay. I'm just saying.
I was gonna save this one for last, but I want to, since John took the gummy, I want to get him clear-headed for this one.
before
Okay.
the effect.
Before it kicks in.
Before the medicine works.
Beef Week 2021 continues with John Hill versus his sources. John,
Oh, my sources. You're
John,
right.
you told us. Maybe I'll have to edit this out. You told us
No,
Brad
this is
Stevens.
fair. This is fair.
You told us Brad Stevens was going to IU. You told us Brad Stevens. You said you had sources. He was going
True.
to IU.
They hired my boy Woody.
They hired
Hold
Mike
on.
Woodson.
Hold on.
No word on whether they hired his eyebrows, but they hired Mike Woodson. So
Hold on.
Is it possible that he heard that Roy Williams was also retiring and perhaps wants the UNC job?
ooh.
Here's the thing, too.
Okay,
that
John.
might be true, but also Mike Woodson might need an assistant.
Oh, come on.
And
Brad
I
Stevens
think
will be
Brad
college.
Stevens
Come
might be.
Fuck
I mean,
outta
he's
here.
barely
John.
500 right now. I think he's clearly been proven as a fraud, and maybe he needs to be sit on the bench and learn from a great coach like Mike Woodson. That's about it.
Just say your sources were wrong, John. Come on.
Yeah, I will say this. To be fair, in the chat, I said that it is a source that sometimes gets stuff wrong.
Oh,
My
okay.
source said they talked to their IU person and they said this person sometimes jumps the gun. But yeah, and we were excited. We thought Brad Stevens was a done deal, but I guess not.
Was it Stephen A? Was that your
It was,
source?
it was not Stephen.
Oh, nice segue.
That's gonna be the next one.
Next beef. Stephen A. versus Westbrook. Stephen A. said
and Westbrook's mom.
said all of Westbrook's accomplishments and stats mean nothing because he doesn't have a championship. And what happened with his mom? Fill me in on the mom part. I didn't see this one.
Oh, I just like vaguely saw that like his mom. I thought it was some interaction online with his mom.
Oh, I don't know.
I think well, his wife wrote a lot
Oh, okay.
about.
Was his?
on her-
Was his wife? Oh, I thought it was his mom.
Maybe I'm wrong. But I know.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Beef Dave versus Westbrook, who mistook Westbrook's wife for his mother. So, Westbrook's coming for you and his wife / mother, whichever one, probably.
Hey, as somebody married to
Well,
an
if it's
older
the
woman,
mother, it's a
as
compliment.
somebody
Wait,
married to
is
an
it-
older woman, please.
Okay,
I
yeah.
mean, I just find I don't see age. Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
not
his
see
his
it.
mom looks like a young Ninja Turtle.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's, Your tadpole.
I'm not gonna touch that. Touch that
I'm
one.
Just joking. Just joking.
I like that Wizards team like started balling out like in the last week. They played the Knicks twice like in the same week, and they looked like the worst basketball team of all time. So, hey, props to Westbrook for. I mean, he stays like an awesome personality, but he's hard to watch play.
Dude, but come on. But I mean, like, what does Stephen A want Westbrook to do? To go chase a ring somewhere? It's like, I don't know. These guys who chase rings, it's like, does it even count? Like, does Gary Payton's
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate
2006 Heat title count? Or do we say, oh, we got to reevaluate Gary Payton's career because he won a title ring chasing at the very end of it? Like,
no, I'm not knocking him for that. I just I don't particularly enjoy watching him play anymore. Like he's a shell of himself a little bit, even though obviously the stats will say otherwise.
I would prefer to watch Stephen A talk than Westbrook play basketball. So I guess in that sense,
that's true.
But if we're being serious for a second, I mean, it's Stephen A's job to like do this shit. Like, this is what he gets paid to do. Like these guys like him, Max Kellerman, certain other people that we can't mention on the pod. This is what they get paid to do. This is their job. And when people get pissed off at them, they laugh all the way to the bank because that's their job. Like this is like what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
I agree with that, but I think I really respected how Westbrook handled it and respected what I believe his wife posted too. And I think his answer is not only proper, but like true. Like, look, man, you say I don't have accomplishments. Like I grew up on the streets and I'm an MVP and you guys can argue if you want, oh, James Harden should have won it or whoever. The fact is I was one of 3 players that were in the conversation. I've averaged a triple-double for 3 years. Like I'm an Olympian. I have a gold medal, like whatever you want. Like there's no version of Russell Westbrook that is a failure.
No. It's like he was not like highly recruited. He was not like all these guys who was like pegged for superstardom. He's not, 7 feet tall. He's like 6 feet, 6'1". He was lightly recruited. He wasn't supposed to be like a big deal at UCLA. He broke out at UCLA. Also, shout out to my Bruins, by the way, in the final.
I was gonna say that. Save that for shouts. And
I'm sure they're gonna get waxed by Gonzaga.
Probably.
But
hey, we're gonna hear. We're gonna see like the Adam Morrison like tears over and over again. Until the next game because everyone remembers that shit. Like when UCLA was down by like 20 points with like 6 minutes left, and they came back and won the championship. Okay. So
well,
against Gonzaga.
When you say everyone, you're
not
including me because I have no recollection.
Yeah,
you're a fake Bruins fan. Bruins fan.
I am a very fake Bruins fan. I went to UCLA,
but I find it amazing that like someone of Russ's size. And obviously he's had his little injuries here there, but how durable he's been considering what like he's relied on his like explosiveness and gotten beat up pretty bad and pretty incredible that he's been able to stay fairly healthy like throughout his career too. So got to give him that because that's not easy.
And also like he said, and what his wife posted was like, imagine being a young college kid, trying to make it, and then hearing a guy like Stephen A. Smith on TV being like, you're not good enough. You're not going to make it. Right. That stuff Russ heard his whole life. And he talked about it's like, it's not good to these young kids. Like these, at the end of the day, a lot of these guys are super young. And to be like, hey, you're not an NBA player. You're not this. Like he heard it his whole life and he persevered and he made it. And like, yeah, sure. He's not one of the 10 people I'd build a team around. He's maybe not even at this stage in his career top 25 or 30
people.
Yeah. but again,
unless you just wanted the team to be entertaining and not good.
Or like, hey, if he made $8 million a year, we'd be fine with him. If he made it's not his fault they paid him $35 million a year or whatever and signed that contract. Like he's still out there working his ass off. Mm-hmm. And I think the thing that I love about his response was, he didn't do what KD did.
Yeah, I was going to say,
he didn't go in the DMs and say like, all the flake me whichever way you want. Like he did not go childish. He at a press conference didn't even mention Stephen A's name. You know, they brought it up and he was just like, listen, like, I'm a winner. Like, I came from nothing and I made it. And you can judge me as a success outside of basketball. Like, when basketball's done, I'm still going to be a success. And have we ever heard anything bad about Russ off the court?
Well, he stole a chair from a reporter.
Okay, but that's fair.
in
But
the
the
locker room.
media.
Sorry, you said something bad. Never mind. My
Yeah.
bad.
The media is the enemy of the state. So,
Yeah.
and like, look, he's still with the same girl from college, and like, you know, he's not doing anything bad. He seems like a great guy, and like, I get it. Stephen A is supposed to do that. That's what he does. But I do love when a player responds, not in a like, meet me on the streets to fight.
Takes the
Which
high road.
sidebar I do love as well. I do love that. Don't get me wrong. I'm all
It gives
for
us stuff to talk about on our podcast.
Hey
so.
man, look, you talk to another grown man, call him a failure. You better be ready to knuckle up. Like Stephen A, you're a grown man too. You know if you know the deal. But yeah, man, I think he took the high road because that's who Russell Westbrook is. Like, he's always been a great guy. Like, and that's my thing. As a basketball player, whatever. People can say whatever about him. I think as a human, he seems like a great, wonderful person, great father, great husband. Like, I'm not gonna root against that dude.
Well, and not in a boring way. He's like one of the most entertaining players ever. Like, he's awesome.
He's not much different than Dame Lillard.
Shout out.
I think Dame Lillard is a better basketball player, but like when it comes to accomplishments and stuff, Russ has more accomplishments than you, dude. No offense.
Hey, media. By the way, media. Can we maybe start the Dame for MVP talk going, please? Please, got a few.
I love that.
Got a few.
You didn't see that they're already putting the crown on our boy Jokic, baby.
I know. Come on, media. I'm just hoping this is a cycle. I'm hoping they're on to Jokic and then they're going to cycle to Dame right at the end, right at the finish line.
No, I need Embiid to come back strong, drop 50 points a couple games, then people be like, they need to do the LeBron.
What are we even Saturday, doing right, John?
Yeah, he's coming back Saturday. What are we even doing here? This guy, he's 50 points each game. He's dominating, number one in the East. What are we doing here? It's Joel Embiid.
Why are they bringing him back? You got to put him on ice, man. Come on, bringing him back too early.
He missed like 13 games.
Too early. Got to hold him out. Got to hold him out for my bets. He's coming back too early. Also, Jokic, take a breather, my man. Take a breather. Come on.
He doesn't need to. He's a Balkans man. Come on. Come on.
You don't want him breathing because all he breathes in is like menthol cigarettes. You don't have him breathe too much. Yeah.
Well, shout out to Westbrook and Durant, both winners of Super Hoopers Beef Week 2021. Bringing them together. Both winners.
Who knew?
Both winners.
But now you see why. And I would also say Westbrook a winner for always beefing with KD. Like, I love it. Love it.
Yeah. All right. Last beef, Vincent Poirier versus Doc Rivers. Vincent Poirier was mad that the Sixers traded him without telling him. He wanted a text, wanted something from Doc Rivers.
Bro.
I have the same answer.
This fucking croque monsieur.
Come on.
I have the same reaction that I think Doc Rivers had.
Who?
Who's mad at me for texting? Who's this guy?
This motherfucker had a bad week because he got cut without he got traded without knowing. He immediately posts a picture of him dapping Frank Ntilikina on the French national team because he got traded to the Knicks. Immediately waived from the Knicks.
Immediately waived. That dude sucked. That dude sucked.
You gotta know who you are. Okay.
Yeah.
When I'm an adjunct professor, when the chair doesn't know my name, I don't get mad. I'm an adjunct. I know my place.
Not gonna happen.
I'm expendable. When I inevitably get laid off at some point, no one tells me. I just show up or the paycheck stops coming. I know that's just who I am.
Yeah.
That's
you ain't getting tenured. You ain't going to the Hall of Fame.
I know I'm not important. It's okay. You're Vincent Poirier. Okay, sorry. Doc Rivers doesn't know who you are. Not a big deal.
There's no shame in just going back to where you came from and going to play in Europe, man. Come on.
Yeah. Hey,
make a nice living.
If someone wanted to pay me to play basketball in France, please. Well, actually, COVID's going crazy right now. I don't know if I want to go there, but hey, you want to pay me to
That's true.
play basketball in England, where they got it under control, or Israel, someplace like that.
Australia.
Sure. Yeah. Australia, New Zealand. I'll play now. I'll play one of those places. All right, that's beef week. That's beef week
Wow,
2021.
strong beef week.
Strong beef week.
Dude, I saw him
Wow.
telling you, this beef
I'm
just kept popping up.
relieved. I'm relieved we didn't get to Anthony Edwards beefing on like
Oh,
the
with
whole
RJ
Knicks
Barrett?
team. Yeah, with RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
Well, I
said
didn't hear that.
wasn't
What is
really a-
that? What is
Anthony
that?
Edwards. So you don't know this because you're not a Knicks fan, but the Knicks
Yeah, you're right.
lost.
Sorry. Thank you. Oh,
They lost to the worst team in the league, the Wolves. And last possession of the game, Anthony Edwards said after the game, he's like, look, we knew we wanted to get the ball. We didn't want Randall to get the ball. We didn't want Randall taking the shot. RJ Barrett took the shot. That's who we wanted to take the shot.
But then he said like Randall, but then he was like, honestly, like anybody else. So he's like giving more credit to like Reggie Bullock than to RJ Barrett. It was insanely disrespectful.
No, but it was also dude. Anthony Edwards is the best interview. I could just listen to Anthony.
He's
Edwards
a way better
talk.
interview than he is a basketball player. I think
He should narrate audiobooks. So I would like.
he's very entertaining, but uncalled for. Come on, guy.
Come on. He beat the Knicks. He beat the Knicks, Dave.
He
Come on, you
didn't
gotta
beat the
give
Knicks.
respect.
Malik Beasley beat the Knicks. The
You
best.
gotta give respect.
The best player on the Wolves. Sorry, the Wolves
okay.
is Malik Beasley.
All right.
Say what you want about his like shit off the court, kind of scummy, but like on the court, I think right now, like he's their best player, and he's the one that hit the winning shot, not fucking Anthony, not fucking shooting 38% from the field, fucking Anthony Edwards. So,
all right, well,
and also, yeah, the Knicks lost, but like my guy, I wouldn't be talking so much shit every night when you have 12 wins on the season. Like, maybe pump the brakes, bro. Your head coach is Chris Finch, my guy.
dude, Dave, you doth protest too much. Just take the L, dude. Just
it's not an L though.
I think it's literally an L in the
I literally was
pretty much.
Yeah, I have ESPN.com up
Also,
always, and it's an L. It's an L.
Also, like, man, RJ is good. I'm sorry. RJ is dope. He's fucking 20 years old and he's like taking a huge step forward. He's fucking good. I'm sorry. I was a little leery of him last season, but I'm sold. He's fucking good.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well,
So fuck you, Anthony Edwards. You were very entertaining and very funny, but much like Russ, you're a bum on the court, motherfucker. Pad those stats. My guy.
Yeah.
You are not good.
All right. Well, shout out some beef. Guys. I don't know if you have any. It sounds like Dave was beefing with Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, a little bit. But we got to shout out your Bruins, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
From the play-in to the top.
Yes. Yeah.
To the Final Four.
Dude.
Unexpected.
Look, I don't know if you guys know. I went to University of Pittsburgh, which has pathetic sports. But my whole life,
well, good football sometimes, decent football sometimes.
You were
Tostito Bowls.
You were briefly good at basketball because we hired your head coach Ben Howland from.
Love Ben. Howland.
That's true.
So fun fact: I am friends with his daughter.
Oh, nice.
And when I knew her from Pitt a little bit, and then when she moved,
you told me this.
Yeah, and they gave us the red carpet treatment when we went to a UCLA game. It was great. It was the heyday. Kevin Love, baby. But my whole life, my dad was a big fan because he used to live in LA. Loved Bill Walton, hero of mine, hero of the family. Dream guest one day. I'm gonna put it out there. Day we get Bill Walton on the pod, you're gonna watch me cry. I promise you. We have his address.
We can go to his house.
Yeah. But always been a UCLA basketball fan. That's why I irrationally love Russell Westbrook. I love Kevin Love. I love Zach LaVine. I love Lonzo. Give me all the UCLA guys.
I love all their current players, which I mean I can't even name them right now because some current players.
Where did John go?
John just dipped. John just dipped from the Zoom.
That Delta 8 hit too hard.
Dude, that Delta 8 hit him good, man.
He was like, "Oh, gotta go."
Oh wow. All right. Well, shout out to Jimmy Butler. Shout out to Jimmy Butler, who Jamal Crawford revealed that Jimmy Butler had a Rolex on when Jimmy Butler was beating the whole Wolves in practice when Jimmy Butler showed up to take on all the like Karl Anthony Towns and
Jimmy Butler did not take his time in Minnesota seriously whatsoever.
No, I know. So shout out to him for wearing the Rolex in the practice where he beat him. Shout out to him because in the Patreon chat, I don't know if you guys covered this when I was gone. In the Patreon chat, Adam Malamut revealed that Jimmy Butler was a big fan of his Game of Zones episode. The Game of Zones episode, which featured Jimmy Butler was a fan of,
which makes sense.
Was written by me, at least the first draft.
Oh my!
Of course, rewritten heavily.
Skip that one.
Maybe I think maybe one word from my first draft made it.
If he could see who wrote that episode, I feel like Jimmy might change his tune.
The way I look right now. Anyways, big shout out to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler. Okay, so. Yeah,
your hair looks like fucking Doc from Back to the Future right now.
Yeah, loving it.
After he gets electrocuted.
It's that time of year, dude. It's that time of year where it gets crazy. Santa Ana wins, and my hair just gets wild.
That's true.
Yeah, the winds are popping.
Yeah, get that salt in there. Shout out to the Super Hoopers. For being the first people in the history of the world to talk about UConn's great Paige Buckets. An early shout out to the Super Hoopers.
Baby.
Dave, I know you're a UConn guy.
I am.
AP Player of the Year as a freshman, first time ever. If you guys do not watch women's college basketball, Paige Buckets is insanely good. She's fun to watch.
I have watched women's college basketball since like that very first like UConn run in '95 with like Rebecca Lobo, Kara Walters.
Love Lobo.
And I mean, the GOAT right now is Diane Taurasi. She is she is the best. She and Sue Bird is kind of like right there, but like Diane Taurasi is the greatest. And there was a like video of her watching Paige highlights this week, and she was like, I couldn't play like this like my freshman year. Like I wasn't like that. I was lost my freshman year. And she's been incredible in the tournament. She's been incredible all season. And basically Diane Taurasi was like, she is eventually going to be like the best women's player of all time.
She's so good.
Yeah. So, and they're in the Final Four. So if you have a sec, you should definitely watch them. It barely by the skin of their teeth.
What a game.
Through that game against Baylor. That was
such a good, I think it was a foul at the end, but
but this is what I had to say about that.
Okay, I'll hear this.
The whole, and this is not just like homerish. Like, obviously, if I'm a Baylor fan, I'm really upset that they didn't get the call. But it was like it may be like the most like physical women's game I've ever watched. It's definitely one of them. It was physical the whole game, and the refs like were not blowing the whistle. So it's like you can't like let them play the whole game and then decide the game at the end.
Yeah, they're not going to call that foul at the end.
And it was like a fadeaway jumper too. It'd be one thing if she drove, if she got hacked like under the hoop, but like if you're settling for like a shitty jumper, like they're not going to bail you out like that in the last seconds. So
and I also love the refs cared more about Paige than everyone. Like we want her in the finals. She's great. Like let's do it.
Also immediately, Kim Mulkey, the head coach of Baylor, was like, I don't know, like these girls, like we shouldn't have been worried about COVID. Like they should just like be able to play without COVID testing and all this stuff. It's like, maybe the right team won.
She immediately after was like, I think they should stop testing for the Final Four because if anyone tests positive for COVID, it'll ruin their season. And it's like, I think we should still worry about COVID.
I think so. Also, like kind of shitty because the head coach of UConn, Gino Auriemma, just got COVID. Like,
did he really?
Maybe a week ago, or like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, kind of shitty.
Speaking of that, next shout out, the vaccine.
Oh, baby.
Oh, got my first shot yesterday. Dave, earlier this week. Matt, have you been vaccinated? Have you gotten a shot yet, Matt?
Just to be clear, the winner is after the second.
Not that vaccine. He's gotten something.
It's after the second dose, right? It's after for the Super Hoopers who gets it first. It's after the second.
I think it's the full whatever it is. You could sneak in with the Johnson and Johnson.
Okay, so I have my vaccine card right here. I got the second dose on February 18th. So
I knew it. This motherfucker. I knew it because in the group chat, I've asked Matt multiple times why hasn't he been vaccinated because he has the education thing, and I knew he was doing this. I knew he's been trying to pull some scam. I knew it. I fucking knew it because I asked you the other day, and he clearly ignored it.
I wanted to save it for the pod. I wanted to save
There
it for the
you go.
pod.
Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, we all thought John was going to get it first. So,
Right,
I mean,
right.
Well-
No, via the education and also because I take care of my grandma, I was able to get it long time ago.
So you went with your grandma and just got an extra shot?
No, I went the
You got her. Wait, you got her runoff? Like
They
does that
opened
count?
it up. They opened it up for educators and caretakers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But basically, you were on like a sub list, and then if they had cancellations, they would call you, and you basically had to go that day. So
Gotcha.
I will say
I
this.
lucked out and got it super early, and I didn't feel like coming on the pod and being like,
I knew it.
I got it so
I knew
early
it.
that I was
I
like,
knew it.
I don't really want to.
I knew it.
But
I will say I'm beefing with the people that feel the need to like post the card.
Oh,
no.
don't post the card.
You know what?
It's the equivalent. I tweeted this
Can't.
today, but like it's the equivalent of like the I voted sticker. It's just like, come on, like just fucking get your fucking vaccine.
Just
Like,
go
come on.
see your
Just-
guma like a regular person and enjoy
Exactly.
some unprotected sex. It's like, come
I
on.
mean, yo, show the Gumar the fucking
Yeah, show it to the
the
Gumar.
vax card because
that's how you get the Gumar. Yeah, that's
yeah.
how you get it.
I mean, I want to see her card too. I want
yeah. Look, my Gumar needs a card.
Yeah.
Like it can't be out there. Yeah, when you post the thing, because here's the thing, like we all know, a lot of us probably shouldn't technically be eligible for this vaccine.
There's a gray area right
There's
now.
a gray area, and
Well, my
when
position is
people
everyone should get it, but anyways, whatever.
yes, and if
If you
people are
can't get it,
posting
it's
it,
good.
being like, I know you're in the gray area. I will say this: I was hanging with my friend who works for a congressman, and he had some codes for educators, some early thing, and I was begging him to give it to me because I would give it to Matt. And even though
Oh.
Matt would win the contest, it would be because of me,
Right.
and then that would be a win for
I
me. I begged the guy forever. It never worked out, and during that time, they opened it up for everyone, and I figured Matt got it, but
No, I got a long time ago. Yeah,
I
and
knew
it's,
it. I knew it. You
shout out-
scuzzbag. I knew
Shout
it.
out!
I
Shout
knew
out
it.
to
Just
shout
go
out to
for it.
Pfizer.
Well done.
Shout out to
Well
Oh,
Pfizer.
you got the Pfizer.
The
Oh,
Pfizer, baby. I
Pfizer
you know what?
boys.
And I actually recorded a Super Hoopers podcast the day after I got the second dose. So I don't
I
know
knew
if
it.
we could go find that episode.
I know
But
it.
I
Did
was
you?
a little-
Was it the day that you texted us? Huge news, huge update.
No, that was when
No, that
I,
was when he became a
was
Knicks
when I
fan.
that's became,
Oh, that
became
was-
a Knicks
okay.
fan. That's when
Because
became
I
a
was
Knicks
when
fan.
you text that, I was like, I bet Matt got this fucking
no,
vaccine.
no,
I bet one of his family members
No.
found an extra vaccine for him.
No.
We got to go back and find the episode where like Matt's like kind of lethargic and
To be honest,
Yeah,
I felt
his
totally
arm
fine.
hurts.
To be honest, I felt totally after the second dose. I felt totally fine
yeah.
until about 24 hours after, and then I was just like done. Like I was done for about 3 hours, and then I was fine.
So you got your double dose like a month ago?
More than a month ago, like a month and a half ago, I
Wow.
got the second
February.
dose. Yeah.
Wow, what a scuzzbag!
You
What a
scuzz.
turtle!
You're
Yeah,
sorry.
what a waste! What
Oh,
a
I
waste of a
say
good
it's
vaccine.
been very nice to hang. Well, I haven't
Well-
really been. I haven't been able to hang out with anybody because.
Well,
no
then
one's got
again, you know, you're over 65, so I think it's
That's
best.
true.
Yeah, once
Well,
you
I
get
live-
vaccinated,
I do. Hey, look, I live with two people who are in their 80s, and I take
Yeah,
care of my
that's
grandma
true.
who's 90. I take care of my grandma once a week on Sundays, and she's 90.
you
so,
should be the one getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It was a,
So
it was a big,
congratulations.
it was a big peace of mind once because my in-laws also got it. They got it before that. They got theirs in a mid-January or something. And so yeah.
I did think it was crazy that you weren't able to get it. I was like,
I
how is
knew
it
it.
possible?
I asked him in our chat, and he would never answer, and I knew it.
I was like, this motherfucker has to be the dumbest
motherfucker.
fucking person and not be able to get it right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. He's always like, "Oh, we should all get vaccinated. Hurry, get vaccinated. It's
Yeah.
the best thing for society. The only problem is a wasted vaccine. Blah blah blah." I knew it. I
Well,
knew
you
it.
know
This
what this
crazy
means.
asshole.
You know, we got a Hooper Trooper trip
Anytime.
on the horizon.
anytime.
On the
Hey.
horizon.
Anytime.
Hey guys, come. Me and Dave fully vax. The end of April.
A couple weeks, yeah.
Couple weeks.
Breaking
and
news.
You know what? The knock on wood here, knock on wood, but all the news about the vaccine have been good. Where
Yes.
Great
hey, you
news.
seem like you don't transmit it. Hey, it seems like it's good against the variants. Seems like it protects really well. You're not going to pass it. So all the news coming out is pretty good. So
Hey, you know that's what happens with Joe Biden. He does-
right, baby.
yeah, actually, I bet
It's
you
all
anything,
Biden.
if Trump was president, the media would be like, "Oh, I don't know about this.
fuck
It
this,
doesn't seem like
the
it's working."
variants. Any day now, you could die. None of this
They
vaccine.
bungled
works.
it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm happy the headlines are mostly just Biden's dogs like eating people now.
I love that.
Did his
I
dog
love
eat
that.
somebody?
Hey,
He's
they're
bitten
just
2 people.
and also and took a dump like in the Oval Office.
Oh my God.
It's a Philly trash dog, man.
Oh,
that
Philly
thing,
trash
that,
dog.
thing is, that thing's
Oh
from
my
Willow
God.
Grove. That
Well,
thing
that's
is a turd.
It was
Love
fun while it lasted. I'm
That
sure
thing's
there'll
just
be a resonant
dropping it-
impeachment
Dropping Italian beef everywhere.
proceedings soon.
Yeah. So we'll be back soon, me and Dave, and then hey guys, I'm moving to a new place, so we might
right,
have our
baby.
first live Super Hoopers.
Nice.
That'd
be
We have
nice.
to go there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Oh,
Be
well,
great.
I might be moving to Hawthorne too. So we'll see.
Ooh.
Oh,
You're
damn.
moving back?
Moving back.
What
to LA.
happened? What happened?
You know, my wife wanted to be closer to UCLA when UCLA reopens. So.
Ah, got it.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Now that Matt is fully in the dark.
Yeah. Dave went dark for a while now. Matt's
did.
dark. What's going on?
Luckily, my
it's
wife
called the
got back
rotation
home,
of the
turned the
earth.
lights on.
Oh, you guys don't have the clapper? Just clap once.
No, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in my. Well, the only person in this house to me is my grandma. My grandma,
Oh.
like, you know, I'm not going to be like, "Hey, grandma, could you please get out of your bed, get the walker, get yourself on the walker, get yourself the portable oxygen." Come
You
on,
got the you got the Blair Witch look going on.
Yeah, right.
looking good.
Yeah, it's
Looking
good for you. It's good for you.
Looking good.
It's a good filter. It's a good
Yeah.
filter for you.
All right. Well, you guys got any more shout outs and beefs?
Last shout out, just a quick one. Shout out to my man John Bradford, friend of the pod. Almost saw him this weekend, but I had to work. John, thanks for keep listening. Appreciate you, brother.
All right.
All right.
Good stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, send me the files, guys. Until
Okay.
next week. Keep hooping.
Keep hooping.
Keep hooping.